Why is your Instagram and Google ads are not bringing as many clients as it used to? Why are your ad budgets are going up, but your results staying the same? What's actually hiding behind those perfect numbers in your dashboards? And most importantly, what can you do about it? In this video, I'll show you exactly how traditional ad platforms just don't work as they used to. What smarter brands are doing instead. My name is Vlad. I've been working in digital marketing for more than 7 years, helping big brands to scale through programmatic advertising and data-driven strategies. So let's get into it. Now let's talk about the illusion of effectiveness that exists in the modern digital marketing. And now it's 2025, but still, a lot of digital marketers use digital marketing playbook from 2010. And it's actually a root cause of many issues I see across all of my clients. But how it can happen that ROAS numbers we see in a platform are great, but business results are stable or even declining? And it's actually a result of digital marketers using this digital marketing playbook from 2010, where you have to invest all of your budget in the tactic with the highest ROAS. And this works, but for tactics, not for strategies. And actually modern ad platforms actively use it because they want to create more incentive for marketers to invest more in those channels. So that's why all of those ad platforms are created to make marketers to invest more. But what exactly those ad platforms do? But how it can happen? Actually, those ad platforms just take credit for all of the conversions, not giving enough visibility to decide whether it's new users, old users, existing customer base, or users who would have converted anyway. And actually, they are grading their own homework, meaning that you can't use this data for strategic budget allocations and understand how you should budget your strategies, your channels. Because those ad platforms don't give you the most important information, which is which channel, tactic, creative led to conversion, not just participated in the whole conversion path. All of the modern ad platforms and their performance algorithm are built to capture existing demand. This means either that those people would have converted anyway, or they're our existing customer base, or they are really close to making a purchase. This creates a situation when we can capture existing demand very quickly, and we will be focusing only on customers who are very close to the conversion stage, investing more and more money because platforms show us great ROAS, and common wisdom says that we should invest more in those tactics. But why is this bad? Like, ROAS is great, we're capturing existing demand, why it's wrong? And that's very simple. We're not acquiring new customers. We're not working with new cold audience that will convert mid-term or long-term, meaning that in month or two, we're just working with people who are going to convert today or tomorrow. This all actually prevent your business from growth. Using this approach, we can hit the point of diminishing return very quickly, and we'll be adding more and more budget, ROAS will be getting slightly worse and worse, but business will not be growing. We'll be just blowing up those platform numbers, investing more and more budget, and not getting anything from that. Marketers are over-reliant on platform metrics, and especially on ROAS. But what metric is misleading us the most? I think it's ROAS. ROAS doesn't tell you whether it's a new customer or existing customer. Also, it doesn't have any correlation with your business results. What if I tell you that more than 70% of people who you are targeting via your paid ads are going to convert anyway, even you turn your ads off? I know it might seem too much, but this is what I see as a result of different studies, tests, and incrementality tests that we run for our clients. And by the way, this is not the worst result. This means that you can reallocate 70% of your budget to the tactics that do generate those net new users, generate new demand, and doing all of the hard work in bringing net new users to your business. As a marketer, you should not focus on one metric like ROAS. You should focus on real outcomes like net new sales, net new customers, and overall business growth. Marketers are obsessed with short-term gains, but they completely ignore the full picture. But what's happening when you are not creating a new demand? You capture all of the existing demand very quickly, hitting this point of diminishing return, and you can't scale further. What you can do? You can tap into new colder audiences or prospecting, and you can work with those audiences, and you should reach those audiences in order to populate this pool of, you should tap into this new prospecting potential customers audience in order to populate this pool of existing demand that then you can capture via your retargeting campaigns, search campaigns, social, etc. But if you don't have this top of the funnel where you work with a broader audience trying to attract new users, you will not have a solid bottom of the funnel, meaning that if you are not have a solid top of the funnel, you can't scale. This is not possible even theoretically. The number of users who want to buy your product right now is very limited, and your job as a marketer is to increase this market and increase this number of people who want to make this, purchase right now. And if you are not planting those seeds today, your competitors do. Your competitors taking more and more out of market share by working with colder audiences, tapping into new markets, and populating their bottom of the funnel efforts. Let's get back to the performance algos. And performance algos and their design is a common trap for marketers, because a very common situation that I see is that marketers blame settings and targeting in their campaign, platform algo. They're trying to find some technical solution to their problem. But performance algorithms do exactly what you tell them to do. For example, find customers at a certain CPA. Not new customers, not new audiences. This is our job as a marketers to think out of the box, give direction for those tools, not to delegate all of the work and decision making to those algorithms. That's why we as marketers should think out of the box, trying to find new tools, new approaches in order to find new ways how to grow business, how to increase existing demand. And if you feel that you're stuck, you see that you're increasing your budgets, you are trying to find some issue in your meta campaign, you are checking all of the guides, forums, YouTube videos, trying to find what can I do in order to grow sales, you're in the right place, because now we'll talk about what exactly should you do. Your solution here is tap into the top of the funnel campaigns. And what is the best for top of the funnel campaigns? Programmatic advertising. Programmatic advertising, it's more than display or video ads. Programmatic ads include ads on streaming services like Fire TV, Netflix, and others, audio ads on Spotify and all of the audio streaming and music services you can imagine, digital billboards, and also standard display video YouTube ads. Programmatic platforms allow you to create a full omnichannel strategy where you can communicate with your audience starting from formats like CTV and audio, then retarget them, and then run ads on web pages, standard video, standard banners, and then your Google Ads search or meta campaigns will do all of the work in quote-unquote converting those users. The main difference from tools like Google Ads is that Programmatic offers you significantly more formats, significantly broader reach, and it's significantly more customizable. So you can tailor your strategy exactly to your brands, exactly to your niche audiences, inventory, taking into consideration different custom parameters for a brand. You can even create a custom bidding algorithms in order to kind of tailor your strategy exactly for your customers. But is Programmatic affordable for all of the brands? And I would say in 2025, yes. There are major platforms like DV360, The Trade Desk, Amazon DSP, but there are platforms for smaller players, and you can easily tap into them and use them without any, like contracts or minimums that you have to spend, yes, it is really accessible and you should definitely tap into this. Question that I get very often is, can I really tap into this, CTV, TV premium inventory or billboards? Can I run ads on Spotify and other podcast platforms? And my answer is, well, yeah. You don't need to spend millions and millions of dollars in order to serve your ads on premium, TV publishers. And by the way, almost all of them have their apps, and you can set up a campaign in DSP and you can run your ads on well-known TV shows. Imagine previously, for example, 10 or 15 years ago, you have to go to the office, sign contracts, probably pay hundreds and thousands or probably millions of dollars to get some airtime. And I'm talking about CTV specifically too much because this is probably the best channel for top of the funnel campaigns. Like, imagine you have premium publisher or premium show that everybody know, or a streaming platform like Netflix. You have sound on lean back experience where people hear and see your message. And this is exactly what makes this format really effective, because this format takes people attention. And, the whole advertising is about attention. If we are not taking attention, it doesn't make any sense to run those ads. And CTV is the format that is created for this. Audio ads is also a great way to communicate with your audience, especially while they are driving, so it also captures attention very effectively. What is also important, you can measure all of those channels. Like, imagine you served your ads on TV, and then you can understand whether those people made a conversion or not. The same with ads. And now everything can be measured via standard platform DSP reporting or via some more advanced studies that those DSP offer. So you can run exactly how those ads impacted brand lift, how it impacted other channels. So how your CTV and audio ad impacted your paid search conversion rate. Meaning that you can understand exactly how your CTV ads are growing your bottom of the funnel channels. And getting back to metrics, the main metric all marketers, in my opinion, should use and should be obsessed about is business growth. Because if we're trying to find, right proxy between business growth and all of the things that platforms are reporting, like CTR, CPM, CPA, ROAS, they are misleading. There is no proxy because those platforms are grading their own homework and we can trust them 100%. And we should use this data for tactical decisions, but don't use this data as a source of truth for our strategic and budget allocation decisions. Because I've seen so many times that ads on Google and Meta can be just turned off and nothing will happen, because incrementality of those channels was very small. And it doesn't make any sense. And it didn't make any sense to invest so much without investing in top of the funnel. And still at 2025, and a lot of marketers are still using this digital marketing playbook from 2010 and fully ignoring, I would say, classical measurement approaches like audience holdout tests, geo holdout tests, incrementality testing studies, brand lift studies, multi-touch attribution, and also things like marketing mix modeling. It's not about the ROAS, CTR, CPM, and other new shiny metric. If your business is not growing, those platform metrics don't mean anything. Want to understand what's really holding back your performance? Or not sure what your next scalable channel should be? Or maybe you are just tired of throwing more money on Google and Meta without seeing any meaningful results? I'm offering a free strategic consultation to help you figure out your next steps. No fluff, no sales pitches, just clarity on what you should do next. You can find link in the description below and in the pinned comment. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like that, and see you in the next video. Bye!